We have been tasked with rescuing the last scout that left the care 3 months ago, or find out his fate. We have agreed to keep this journal as a record of things that we witness on the outside. Before I start, I suppose I should explain exactly who we are. Early this morning, I was informed that I would be part of a group formed with the purpose of exiting the safety of the care and reporting back. Our party is Zephyr, a somewhat annoying, energetic, windling thief. Glyph, who is somewhat paranoid, windling archer. Lathala, a mentally unstable elven assassin. Vashi, Sean, Kashina Flex, an egotistical show-off scrang swordmaster. And finally me, Micah Thundergrass, and a dwarven elementalist. Rua first, from the Journal of Micah Thundergrass, dwarven elementalist of the First Circle. For the people curious what I just read that from, I present to you the weekly journal. We will be alternating this between all of the members of the group, and they will be able to write in character what their character perceived the actions of every adventure will be. So if you want a quick catch me up if you missed the first adventure, that is the easiest way to catch up. Hopefully it's accurate and not lying. And there we go. Now, let's try out these new overlays. Oh, it's going to be one of these nights. Distorted net. Let all others know your place, for you were lost, but now embraced. Thank you for joining us.
Sub.
Yay for subs.
Always.
And guys, I do apologize if I have to mute a lot tonight. I didn't ask for... Well, I did ask for this, but I didn't ask for it this soon. We're going to test out these new camera overlays. You are all on screen, except for Sivan Bear, who just ran away like usual because I'm a jerk.
Oh, we look good. Ooh. Yeah.
Fancy.
Except everyone's in the wrong place because K-Drak didn't do what I told him to.
K-Drak!
I'm so sorry.
Are you?
Are you really? Are you? Wait. Okay. I think we're off a little. Let's fix that.
Oh, no, Joy.
Is Joy gone?
Joy turned her cam off.
Uh-oh.
Okay, we're getting closer.
Locations.
We're figuring this out. I was good in last, but... Okay.
And then a little bit more over here. And now all of you have your locations fine. Just fixing a few technical difficulties. Distorted Net, by the way, thank you so much. You have been here for such a long time. And I know you've been looking forward to tonight for quite a bit. So thank you for your support. By the way, I'll find a way of getting all of you guys, like, love. I'm still in talk with Earthdawn professionals who are developing Earthdawn 4th edition. And I'm seeing if I can, no guarantees, and they're okay with me saying this publicly. I'm seeing if I can get all of you hard copies of Earthdawn 3rd edition.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
nice.
my
Third
God.
or 4th?
Nice.
3rd.
Okay.
Not that lucky to get 4th. By the way, K-Drak, hide your cam, K-Drak.
Did everything break again?
No, like, just keep your camera hidden.
Yes.
Okay.
And then, remember, all of you would need to keep your cameras up. You'll have to find another way of hiding yourself, like Post-it notes or something.
Post-it notes.
Or...
Joy, do you mean to be muted at this time?
I could just be like, actually, and then... There. Yeah, that could work.
Now, let's see who we got. Shibu, Joy, Tenchi, CV, and Takback. You guys are in the right positions, and those should synchronize. Yeah, you are. Yeah.
Okay.
On the screen.
God, that looks so snazzy.
I know.
It does.
By the way, speaking of snazzy, can we turn around and say thank you to Sivan Bear?
Thank you, Sivan Bear.
Thank you for art.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. I'm glad you guys like it.
Yeah, they look real good.
They look real good. So, right there, for the people curious, you will see small little thumbnails in the corner of them. They will be larger here in a moment. In fact, let me pick up the the break screen just for a second so you can see a better picture of each one of them. So there you go. Each one of them are right there for your viewing pleasure. She streamed all of them being created from scratch, first penning. So, with that said, is there any commentary that I want to start out? Anybody have anything they want to talk about or regarding their characters over the past 5 days of travel?
I didn't die. I'm happy about that.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm still
All right, let's go with the last adventure. Any impressions that any of you want to say? Actually, let's start with this. Shiba Shofu, how are you doing tonight, sir?
I'm doing quite well.
Quite
I'm,
well.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Joy,
Hi,
there's your voice. Hi. How are you doing tonight?
I'm good. I got coffee.
Good times. You know,
How are you, Jack Lafier?
I'm overwhelmed. I have had one hell of a weekend.
Now, why would that
Yeah.
be?
Well, I applied for partnership, and 2 days later they turned around and said, "Hey, you're accepted." And all the stories are like, "Hey, you've got weeks."
Yeah.
So my plan was to talk to people, get things prepared. 3 hours later, the button went live.
Ha! That's really fast, man. That's really fast.
It really is.
Well,
So
you got friends in Twitch places.
Yo.
I know. I'm just like, well, I didn't even have my icon ready yet. So I was just like, ah. And then last night, I brought my kids to a Imagine Dragons concert.
Oh, yeah. How was that?
#actually, it was the coolest thing ever, Dad. My boys had a good time. Granted, Caden sang so hard on Radioactive that he lost his voice.
Oh.
Aww.
No.
But it was a great time. And then today, it's the second episode of Earthdawn After Dusk, and quite bluntly, I was so freaking happy with how last week was. Nice ears, by the way.
Oh, thanks.
So, in fact, for anyone else who asked tonight, because I know you guys will not be the only one, I actually had to make the Command Bang concert. So there you go.
Nice.
Oh,
Nice.
and the other thing, hearing Imagine Dragons do a cover of U2's With or Without You was spine-tingling.
Nice.
So, there we go. Now, Joy, nice turnaround on that. Good.
Oh, that worked out pretty well.
Tenchi, how are you doing?
Good.
Good.
Yo.
Anything interesting to say about your character from last week to this week for the first three of you?
I learned a lot about the biology of the undercarriage of a bear thing, so that was good. I learned that I don't want you ever rolling my sneaking checks or dex checks in general. Outside of that, I need to learn how to roll in the dang box, because twice I rolled something that exploded, and I looked at everybody, and everybody was quiet, and I was like, wait, what? No one's happy? Oh, it didn't show up. Wonderful. So I'm going to work on that this week.
All right. And Joy, what did you learn from last week to this week? Role-playing wise.
I learned that everybody is my bestest friend in the whole wide world ever. And
Whether they know it
there
or
was this
not.
big bear thing, what goes sleepy pretty good, and we got a nifty lance.
More
And
beast.
pretty much stuff needs to go that way. And you should probably look out if you're fighting bears, because you need to look out for this one, because they don't like your left hand. So probably shove that in their face first, because they won't eat it.
Yep.
Okay.
Good points, actually.
Shibo,
Nice.
what did you learn since last week to this week?
My character was really ashamed of being so aggressive and putting his friends in danger, but that's pretty much all.
It's okay. I made you a crown.
Thank you for the crown.
Oh, yeah, huh?
Now,
You? I'll make you one too.
Von Bear, CV, how are you doing tonight, sweetie?
I'm doing good.
And what did you learn from last week to this week?
I learned that bears don't particularly like bolas around their heads. And that nobody else can hear Adam. It makes me very sad.
And out of character, you're not surprised, I'm sure.
No.
And tack back. How are you doing?
Pocket sand.
Pocket sand. Plan for success, but expect failure. That's pretty much what I learned.
Good times. All right. Now, with that said, we're going to be, everyone's already in the actual interface. So I'm going to go over and finish up our chat session over there. And there we go. I think, if I remember correctly, that is wrong. Haha, right monitor change. We're going to change the region so that they can see this. And they cannot see this. All right. And see if that works.
Wait. We did hear Adam a couple of times.
Did
He
we?
seemed to be very well, yeah. Don't you remember? Like things would happen and he'd be like, unacceptable!
Oh yeah.
That was Adam, right?
I think it was.
100%. I have that off, by the way.
Right off the bat. That's off right now.
Yeah, just let you know.
And the one person that's actually really good about texting me and stuff like right at the right times, he went to bed. So
Nice.
Gotcha. And oh look, my camera needs to be turned on. Okay. Now, moving on. Any questions before we start?
What's been going on for the past week? Have time been passing? Is that going on?
Time has indeed been passing. There are
Okay.
some things that you find out along the way, and we'll go with backstory here just quick. And that way we can jump right into the adventure if you have any questions. You have found that along this unusual path that you've been traveling upon, there is more and more rocks with the unusual marks with different sets of X's and dashes. So you believe they are some sort of markers, is where you believe. The path continues going south for 5 days. You move at a slower pace as all of you are not used to moving this hard, but you're getting your land legs, if you will. The ground continues to be grassy, but there's spots where you continue through and the grass deteriorates and goes away. It is prevalent that you consistently hear or consistently see ash mingled in with the dirt. So the terrain, it's pretty much, you always see the forest to one side, you always see the mountains to the far distance on the other, and it's just plains with intermittent brush or trees along the way. All days have been dry, they have been comfortable, and at night slightly cool, but not to the point where it would threaten you. Other than that, you've taken a pace where all of you can meditate as well as needed.
Nice.
Night, Tivy. And that's where we're going. At this time, do any of you still have chat open or maximized?
I do.
I do.
Should close that.
I think we're going to be good to close that very soon. So if you want to start saying your goodbyes.
Bye.
It is
No, I didn't
closed.
even say goodbye. I'm like, bye, guy. Yeah, done.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I left you.
All right. So, audience, I will be doing raid responses during the breaks. Are you guys okay with 2 breaks tonight?
Yeah. Sure.
It depends on what you do to me.
Uh-oh.
Touche.
Okay.
Wow.
Damn, that was direct.
Well, yeah, if you make me cry, I'm going to need a break.
Oh, that's not where I was going with that, but
Yeah, no, that's good.
I was going a totally different direction with that.
It's not
It's-
that kind of role playing, and you all know it. Shut up.
I bought extra rope though.
Oh no!
I even showed off all my ties today.
I was considering that I actually thought of it in the opposite direction. I'm like, what? You want less breaks if it's that enthralling?
Mhm.
Maybe I'm the optimist of the group.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Not sure what that makes me, and I'm
So
not
you
sure
said
I
this is
want
a
to
good time for a break.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, everybody. Break.
Yep. Good. Now let me roll 3 minutes of ads.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Every half an hour. Every 8
Do a
minutes.
Karma ritual.
every 8 minutes.
By the way, Kdrak,
Yep. Hi. Hello.
how are you doing?
I'm doing fine down here.
I love how you're like down here. For if anybody, if you didn't get a look at the display, all of you have little miniature squares with your pictures next to your cameras,
Yeah, that looks awesome.
and my picture is Kdrak. So,
Very good.
all right. Now, moving on. We are ready to proceed.
I can pause the video.
All chats are closed, correct?
Points don't die.
Yes.
Right.
It is closed.
Now, for the people who need to get a hold of me through chat, I'll try and keep a right eye on it sporadically, but Kdrak is your man for questions. Kdrak, there is also an Earthdawn explanation text that will come around here in the next 10 minutes. Copy it and make an ED explain or explanation or some sort of command with it if that would help. Got it? And
Got it.
reminder for anyone in chat, any conversation about Earthdawn, be careful because we are not worried about spoiling the players as well as the viewers as well. So, anyway, moving on. Let's get to the gameplay.
These dice are terrible tonight.
Maybe you should change their
I
color.
don't know. Mine's.
Actually,
didn't
now I
roll
know
it
what I
again.
need to do.
They're all just,
Hashtag actually.
they're all awful.
Hashtag actually, I love that. Sorry, I am going to have a few quick technical issues to fix. There we go. Go about right there. And I think that maybe
Are you
Ouch.
kidding me?
schmexy. There we go. And does this go all the way? Close enough. Okay. With that said,
Whoa. That
Sorry.
happens sometimes.
if you want to take note, you left the care on the month of Rua, R-U-A, first. I figured let's keep it easy. It is now Rua 7th. Summary. After leaving the care, you all followed a scout until a large rock with a series of events suggests that you are going to move south, which you have decided to do. Traveling 5 days along the edge of the forest, which leads them to a single split in the road ahead. In the distance, you can see your first contact you've seen in days. It's been almost like you've been walking along a lifeless path. Birds somehow would chirp, but you never saw one flying in the sky. But then, out of nowhere in the distance, you saw yet another wagon. This one, however, is upright. There's 2 of them, and there are some sort of creatures, most likely and potentially other name givers, standing up near it in a group. You are at the point where you can recognize it from the farthest distance. Is there anything you would like to state? You are literally, if you want to take it into distance, you are many, many, many Vashis away, to the point that all of you are essentially specks on the distance and not recognizable. Is there anything you'd like to prepare for right now, such as spells you have in your matrices or equipment designations?
My matrices seem okay.
Don't need to adjust them at all. Jiggle them around.
I wanna put my pointy shoes on.
Pointy shoes are on. All right. Where are you resting right now? Because I know you're not flying.
Where am I resting?
Yeah, flying can be strainful over time. So are you sitting on Vashi's shoulder?
I mostly walk. No, I'm sitting on Micah. Mike is
Okay.
my favorite sitting place. He's fuzzy.
All right. With that said, by the way, Kidrak, do a bang raider for Tenchi if you can. You move on.
I already did.
Oh, resist Zephyr's love.
Also, Jack, do you want to be on your own stream or not?
I will turn on my camera.
Hey, he's a partner now. He doesn't have to do anything he doesn't want to.
Yeah, I do.
Let's
So you have your spike boots on.
Toe pick.
All of you have your weapons at the ready, but sheathed at this time, or at least lazily used in a point that's not aggressive. Are you going to change anything about that?
Nope.
What is the ground right now?
Right now, you're approaching a point where the path you are on is still slightly. It's about maybe 2 dwarves wide. The grass around here is spotty to prevalent. It is not luscious.
Okay, and what is the dirt situation?
You have dirt.
Okay.
There's plenty of dirt, and you have dirt in your pouch.
Okay, I'm going to scoop up some more dirt and put it into another one of my pouches.
You now have 2 pouches of dirt. Go ahead and update your notes.
I'm doing that right now.
How's Doug doing?
Doug is doing. Doug's doing okay. The one thing that I haven't mentioned before is with all the ash in the area, some of it is much finer than the others, and the quality of air outside is definitely harder to breathe, but still acceptable.
Okay.
Your body is definitely seemingly filtering it to the point that it's not causing sickness.
Okay. Shoot, man, I really should have taken some better animal skills. Does Doug seems to be okay though? He's not.
Yeah, Doug seems to be content. You give him plenty of love, and he is doing just fine at this time.
And I do too. He's my bestest friend too.
Good time. Yes. So between the two of you, Doug definitely. Your Doug feels very good. Let's see. CV, by the way, can you adjust your Zoom name to? You can rename yourself by clicking on your face and allow it so that you have your character name in there. Now, as you approach further, you get to the point where you can start making out the group. And the group seems to be at least a total of maybe 5 to 6 different name givers. Some of which are way taller, some of which are way shorter, and there's a variety. You are to the point that you cannot scream. You could probably scream at the loudest you could to get contact going. Do you do anything?
That's relatively uncommon to see a bunch of name givers, right?
Everything's uncommon since you've left the tower.
Touche. Yeah.
This is the first living name givers you have perceived.
Well, maybe they just live up here. That's okay. Some people can live up here, right?
Maybe there's a bunch of maybe everybody's a name giver up here almost.
I mean, somebody made the road, and somebody probably made a thing, and somebody made the wagon. They didn't just take that out of somewhere else. I mean, we were underground. We were in a cave. You don't have wagons in a cave. That's stupid.
What if you have a spell that creates wagons? No. Micah, can you make wagons?
Not that I know of.
For sure?
No.
Or if you throw enough
really
sand,
think
could
it
you
works
like
that
form?
way.
Well,
It would be a very poor wagon.
Okay. But
It would
he
be made out
can
of
make a
sand.
wagon. Yeah, see, sand wagon. It's special. It's even better than a regular wagon.
It might not move, or be a wagon.
I'm sure we could move it. It just might not be a wagon after that.
I think that's a silly idea. We should go talk to these guys.
We
La,
should.
la, 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 la.
Well, ask him about sand wagons.
As before we proceed, I want to know, how is your party moving? In what order?
I'll be up front.
I don't like
I'm
this
not
question.
threatening.
Yeah.
I don't like this question at all.
I would assume we don't have order of any type.
It's the first
Sprinkle
time, and
around.
potentially, it's okay. So just all of you casually walking as a group.
I would say we're
Backwards,
just an amorphous
forward.
blob of party.
Got it.
I would.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
I would
definitely on the ground, but I'll kind of be in front. I want to go see my new friends.
I wouldn't mind being towards the front probably too.
Okay.
I'll be towards the
Of our
front.
amorphous
Pretty
block.
excited to see more name
We're,
givers.
we're all in the front.
I get
And
the
we
rear.
walk abreast.
We're all
I'm behind Vashi,
Yeah.
And I'm right next to
As-
Lithala.
trying his best not to step on his tail.
Are we close
So-
enough to talk to them yet?
Nope, but very soon,
Start
as
throwing
you start
rocks.
approaching, you do see that two of the taller ones take full notice of you and start walking in your direction. They seem to want to interact with you before you reach the rest of the group, which has found their ways of shuffling to the other side of the wagon so you cannot get a clear view of them. You would
Aw.
guess from the distance that there are some dwarves in there. Dwarves or
Aw,
children.
they're probably scared. Okay, well,
Wait for
maybe
them.
we should just stop and wait for them. Should they come to us and wave nicely?
Are they within speech distance?
You are at the point you can do a pretty good yell. It's
Okay.
not
Okay.
to the point you'd strain.
Can I do a first impression roll?
Yes, you can actually. And how do you wish to go?
How do I wish to
How
go?
do you wish to try to introduce yourself, or make a
so-
first impression?
So they like me?
No. I
Very
mean,
well.
I want to make a good one.
How are you providing your first impression? Are you just greeting them? Are you doing something? Is it an action? Is it something you're saying?
Oh, well, at this distance, probably just words. Probably just say hello, friends, and just hold up my hands so that I don't have weapons. 'Cause I'm sure they're scared too. Just like hi. And then I'll just
Alright.
sit there and wait for them. Okay, can I roll it?
Yes, you may.
They love me.
Oh.
Kind of.
I love how you
They
scream
think I'm
that they
okay.
love me.
Love me. I wouldn't mind doing a first impression roll as well after this is resolved.
As you wave out and you say hello, friends, from a distance, the one in front that is much more amiable looking, he seems much more relaxed and casual, was casually resting his hand on his sword, now basically gives out a little chuckle, and you realize that he's walking now hand swaying, neither hand resting on a weapon.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
And the other one?
Very
The
cool.
other one was already doing that anyway and walking beside his friend.
Oh, that was easy.
Oh, yeah.
Attack them.
no, oh god, no.
I assume
Come on,
that's a joke.
Shibo.
No, no, I don't even
You're afraid of them.
I'm glad to see more name givers.
No, we need
They're
friends.
not foreign.
We need friends.
Vashi, don't make you a half of Vashi.
Ooh.
I'll cut off your Vashi.
Ooh. Wait, which one?
Oh,
Oh, your tail.
Oh, okay.
No.
That's most
Now-
of your Vashi, right?
I went a different direction with that.
I mean,
We all did.
Which, as you approaching it closer, the first thing that catches your attention is that this human seems to be a very attractive one of a sort.